Coming up on Torrance Today, kids learn fire safety from some of Torrance's finest. Students and teachers gather to celebrate Korean culture, and we are just over 1 week away from the Transit Center and City Yard open houses. All this and more coming up right now on Torrance Today. Welcome to Torrance Today. I'm Leslie Robbins. It's 4 p.m. on Wednesday, May 31st. I hope you're having a calm day so far. Thank you so much for joining us. Here is our first story. The City Yard Open House officially returns next weekend. It's a classic community event for the whole family. Trash trucks, fire trucks, buses, and more. Yes, Saturday, June 10th is going to be a fun-filled day where guests can learn about city services, resources, and programs, see demonstrations and displays of city vehicles and equipment, and of course, kids can climb aboard for some pictures. Crews have been working hard all month long preparing for the big day. Now there is no public parking at the City Yard, but there will be free parking and shuttle service from the courthouse and the Mary K. Giordano Regional Transit Center. Shuttle service will start at approximately 9:50 a.m. from the courthouse and continue until approximately 2:30 p.m. This is a free event from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. The City Yard is located at 20500 Madrona Avenue. For more information, visit torranceca.gov. Well, on the same day, the city's new transit center will be holding its open house. Yes, Torrance Transit is excited to announce the opening of the new Mary K. Giordano Regional Transit Center, also on Saturday, June 10th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. The state-of-the-art 7-acre facility will serve as a transportation hub for the South Bay region of Los Angeles County. The Torrance Transit Park and Ride Regional Terminal will aid in efforts to alleviate congestion, reduce emission levels, reduce fuel consumption, and coordinate public transportation services. For those who'd like to attend both the Transit and City Yard open houses, the shuttle from the courthouse to the City Yard will also include a stop at the Transit Center. People are welcome to attend both events using the shuttle. The Transit Center is located at 465 Crenshaw Boulevard. One local organization held a very important children's safety class all about fire safety.
Who knows what to do if your house is on fire?
I brought my grandchildren here. I did this as when my children were little, so I thought it would be a nice idea. It's nice to get their fingerprinted and an ID card, so you always have a point of reference. God forbid something happens, but the safety issues that they spoke about directly to the kids was really lovely.
I liked the event a lot. I learned a lot about fire safety, and we even got to do some activities. You do not want to put water on fire because it will make the fire larger. If there's a small fire, you should put a metal lid on it so then it won't spread.
Definitely there's a lot of lessons to be learned, especially for safety. You think, as a parent that you know it all, but there's things that I wasn't even prepared to answer. So at least for the kids, they know how to handle themselves and what to do in case of an emergency. And then even as a family, things that we can go home and, discuss as a family of what to do, where our meeting places, should there be a fire. And then, being safe when they're out in public, crossing the street and things like that, and what to do in case of emergencies.
The Torrance Fire Department and the California Highway Patrol were on hand with the Utopian Society Project over the weekend to talk to kids about what to do in case there is a fire. Children and their family or caregivers had the opportunity to ask questions and take pictures at the end of the lecture. The Utopian Society also distributed materials provided by the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children about child online safety. The event was made possible by a grant the Utopian Society received from the Office of Supervisor Janice Hahn. This nonprofit holds classes designed for children, educators, caregivers, coaches, and parents, working with other organizations and first responders to reduce accidents and fatalities through awareness and education. Go to the utopiansocietyproject.org to learn more. West High School recently hosted its annual South Bay Korean Culture Night, where a collection of local high schools and independent groups came together to highlight Korean culture.
This is called the Korean Culture Night, sponsored by Korean Culture Night board members and also KCC, which is Korean Culture Club, and also by National Honor Society. This is a student-led production that brings every school together in the South Bay area to celebrate and enjoy the Korean culture together and to spread the Korean culture with the community. This year I am going to dance with my students, and so we're going to dance to the K-pop music, and that's something that we all enjoy. And I really like the culture that people respect each other, and especially to the elderly, and that's the culture that we would like to embrace and teach and share.
This event started back in 2017. It was a district-wide event, so all of the TUSD schools came together for the first time at the James Armstrong Theater. And since then, the event has grown and shrunk significantly due to events like COVID-19. But this year, we have grown to our largest size, having nearly 5 high schools now performing with us, several independent groups, as well as audience members from all across the Los Angeles area. This event is both an event to highlight Korean culture, but also to highlight the students who have put the work into this. Because as much as I would love to showcase my culture and other Koreans' cultures, this is also highlighting the skills and talents and the dedication of other students here as well.
What a beautiful event. Now, during the festivities, the club also held its first ever Korean Night Market, where they were able to create Little Seoul for people to explore traditional games, face painting, and Korean food. It looks like everyone had a great time together. More good times. In just a few hours, it's going to be happy hour at the Torrance Civic Center outside the library. And tonight, it's Zumba night. Yes, stop by the Katie Geiser Library Plaza tonight for a happy hours at KGL Zumba Class. It starts at 6 p.m., goes for 1 hour, and all fitness levels are welcome. And after, the library invites you inside to check out what the Torrance Public Library has to offer. It's located at 3301 Torrance Boulevard. For more information, call the Katie Geiser Library at 310-618-5959. One local nonprofit is holding a fundraiser to help provide quality employment, life skills, and social programs for Southern California adults with physical and developmental disabilities. ICAN, the California Abilities Network, is holding its second annual garden party on Saturday, June 3rd from 3 to 6 p.m. The theme of the event is Good Things Grow Here, and the organization looks at this gathering as equal parts celebration of the growth it has experienced over the past year and preparations for the next season of growth to come. At the party, there will be delicious food, beverages, and silent auction items that include sporting event tickets, theme park tickets, and more. Now, tickets for this event can be purchased at ican.org/gardenparty. Still ahead, it's World Famous Wednesday, and I'm taking you inside an iconic donut shop that only needs one name to describe its deliciousness: Randy's. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
So we were walking to school. At the corner, we waited for the traffic light.
I started thinking about lunch. Mom packed me turkey and cheese.
She's
I really
smart,
want cheese pizza,
but
like at Luigi's.
sometimes her mind
They
wanders.
have this video game there, and Kate's got the high score. We should have a sleepover. Maybe I should pack my pajamas.
I remember saying, Laura? Laura,
I think I heard Mom say something.
the sign says don't walk.
Sometimes it's so overwhelming.
When we finally got there,
She gave me a hug goodbye.
I really hope she doesn't
I
have
really
another
hope I
bad
don't
day
have
at
another
school
bad day at
today.
school today.
When you can see learning and attention issues from their side, you can be on their side. That's why there's Understood.org, a free online resource for the parents of the 1 in 5 kids with learning and attention issues. Here you'll get personalized recommendations, practical tips, daily access to experts, and more. Go from misunderstanding to Understood.org.
At the end of every episode of Torrance Today, we want to share a positive story that fits the theme for the day. On this world-famous Wednesday, we're taking you inside the aptly named world-famous Randy's Donuts, which officially opened its Torrance doors on December 1st, 2020, during the coronavirus pandemic. You'll of course notice all of the masks on our faces. On hand for the ribbon cutting was former Mayor Patrick Fury, who filled me in on his treat of choice. Mayor, the first ribbon cutting since March in this COVID era. How did we get it done?
A lot of work, a lot of planning, but some things we really enjoy doing. And one of the things I really enjoy doing is greeting a new business that's coming to our community. You know, when you have an iconic business like Randy's Donuts come into your town, you have to take steps and make steps that make it work. We've been waiting for this for a couple years. We knew it was coming, but we just didn't know when. Now that it's here, I'm sure the community is going to really enjoy it. Everybody in this business park, people who have only 45 minutes for lunch can run out, grab something and eat, or grab a donut, maybe a cup of coffee, and that makes their life in work that much easier.
You mentioned coffee and donuts. I have to ask you, have you eaten the donuts yet? What's your favorite? And are you a coffee drinker, tea drinker?
I love my coffee, and the glazed donuts are awesome. I mean, when you see the big donut in Inglewood up in the air, and sometimes it looks like it's a glazed donut, and it makes your mouth water, and it makes you want to stop and grab one.
Well, you can stop by and grab one this Friday, June 2nd, especially because it's National Donut Day. From 6 a.m. to 12 p.m., you can get one classic donut of your choice for free. Randy's Donuts in Torrance is located at 23330 Hawthorne Boulevard, just off Lomita Boulevard. Check out more of our behind-the-scenes footage on the latest episode of Common Sense right here on City Cable at 8:30 p.m. and 10:30 p.m. As we close out our show on this last day of Military Appreciation Month, we're saying thank you to 3 local heroes. To start, we salute 2 veterans, both founding members of Torrance's only synagogue, Temple Amet. First, we have Lieutenant Alan G. Ravine, who retired as a captain in the Army, having served from 1963 to 1966. And this is Bob Spencer, who served in the Army from December 1955 to 1957 and was discharged at the rank of sergeant. And lastly, North High School graduate and Navy machinist mate Petty Officer 2nd Class Valerie Monteverde, who is currently stationed in Japan. She went from student body president at North High School to nuclear engineer in the Navy. Thank you all for your service. Well, that is our show for today. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you back here tomorrow with more news from and for our Torrance community. Have a great evening.